These cocky fighters think they're allowed to humiliate their opponent before the fight even starts. Well, karma can be instantaneous. Let's see how it happens. This big guy thinks he's the king of the world. Just watch him get in the ring. The arrogant look on his opponent's face. But his opponent's no pushover. He just threw a few hickeys right to the head and put the bastard down. I don't really understand what he was expecting. Did he think he'd just get in the ring and his opponent would get scared and run away from him? Of course he didn't. Look at that little Tyson. Look at the look on his face. How he wants to tear his opponent apart. But as soon as the referee gives the bell, the fight starts and this guy's no joke. In the first few seconds, he misses a hard high kick to the head and gets a takedown from his opponent. Well, I guess he won't do that next time. He decided to intimidate his opponent with his looks alone. And how he miscalculated when it didn't work at all. And this fighter disdainfully gave his opponent a domestic smack. Well, the cage is going to decide. And it's not going to decide in his favor. He loses almost at the start of the fight. He was just hammered and pounded into the canvas. Life doesn't teach them anything. They repeat the same insolent behavior every time and they get their asses kicked. They wonder why nobody respects them. Not the audience, not the competitors. This guy is supposedly extending a friendly hand to support his fighter, but he's just showing how much stronger he is physically. Well, in martial arts, physical strength is important, but not that important. It's also about speed and strength. And the athlete in the red shorts has it all. Just one successful combination was enough to take down this bearded man. Well, next time, let's hope he behaves more modestly. He won't show off before the fight even starts. This boxer has been disgusting at every stage of preparation for this fight. First, he harassed his vis-a-vis at the Battle of the Looks. But once he got in the ring, the situation changed dramatically. He's been throwing enough punches to last him several fights. But look at how aggressive he was at the press conference. Grabbing his opponent's flag. Naturally, aggressive behavior is not befitting of a real boxer. That's why this brat was punished for all his behavior. This episode proves that you should respect your opponent and stay out of the way before the fight. This young Kung Fu master decided to intimidate his opponent before the fight. He thought that if he was lighter, he was faster. So he wouldn't have any trouble. But the slower guy somehow landed a lot more serious punches. And after a short time, he put this cocky guy to rest. This fighter doesn't intimidate his opponent. He fights as dirty as possible and with his big, curly head tries to injure his opponent. Yes, he breaks the rules. And he does it so artlessly. The referee sees it and gives him a warning. But the most important warning is given by his opponent, who just drops him in the corner of the ring. And this fearless warrior decides to play a joke on Canelo. Look at the faces he's trying to make at him. He's showing that Alvarez's punches are nothing to him. Of course, that's not the best tactics when you're fighting the toughest fighter in the world. Annoying Alvarez is not the best thing to do unless you plan on spending the rest of your life in a hospital bed. And that's exactly what happened. At the end of the fight, the guy took a lot of punches and his face turned into a meatball. It happened on the street. Look how this skinny guy is harassing one of the passers-by. He's swinging his fists, throws a t-shirt at him. But just watch what happens when you run out of patience. This brazen painted kid supposedly doesn't like something. He starts shoving passers-by and threatening them with violence. But this guy didn't hit him hard. He just put him to sleep a little bit. Girls have curiosities too. This is one of Promotions 1's fights. Look how one of the girls thinks her punches are too weak. Well, the other fighter just kicked into second gear and dropped her Sorba to Kawas. And this episode is from the world of fist fighting. You can really do a lot of damage here, because guys fight bare knuckle. And this bald guy thought he didn't deserve to lose and decided to strike after the fight was over.